The unknown regions are home to many remote areas, some of which have their own Force users of varying types. Some of these areas even had a history of contact with the known galaxy. One such planet is Yeshuvu, a planet close to Chiss space which has a human population settled 3,000 years before the time of the Empire, according to the Chiss records in the Force Heretic trilogy, which we spoke about last video. This forgotten Old Republic colony developed in isolation from the rest of the galaxy, until a Jedi happened upon them accidentally, deciding to settle on the planet and join the colony. This is unfortunately not a subject with a lot of different related visuals, so I'm going to try to make do with what we have, or some slightly related stuff. Eventually, this Jedi's descendants included several Force adepts within the colony on Yeshuvu, and as a result of his stories, the inhabitants of the planet had developed a strong reverence for the Jedi, and a fervent belief that the Jedi would eventually return to live with them. One of these Force adepts in the time right before the fall of the Republic was Valaris Sar, who held a piece of what the Yeshuvians called their sacred scroll, containing part of the Jedi code inscribed on it from the original Jedi who had found them. During the early lifetime of Sar, a Republic exploration vessel, the Pathfinder 3, found the planet and made contact with the locals. The crew learned the language, which was, quote, a heavily inflected derivative of Basic, and were asked by the inhabitants of Yeshuvu to tell them as much as they could about the Jedi Order and the Force, to which the crew complied. Sar, enthralled by the idea of the Jedi, requested that the Pathfinder 3 take her off the planet along with her pet, a Duval named Zeev. She was taken to train with the Jedi, and while she picked up many of the basic skills of the Jedi, she found the Order to be too constricting. Instead, she chose to leave the Order and travel through space to help those in need. Eventually, Sar did return to Yeshuvu to become a protector of the colony. The Chiss records indicate that she had sought to teach, quote, patience, humility, compassion, clarity of thought, balance between physical and mental prowess, strict observation of diet, and lastly, a solitary lifestyle. The Chiss had sent contact teams to the planet, which she always denied access to her home, but many of her adepts did choose to speak to the Chiss and relayed this information. These records, read by Luke in 28 ABY, indicate that the Chiss had only recently come into contact with Yeshuvu, and they describe Valaris Sar as an ancient woman, so we do have a rough timescale for when all this was happening. She was likely still alive during the Yuuzhan Vong War, though quite old. The Chiss records even had illustrations and images of the woman wielding what looked to Luke to be a lightsaber, possibly one she built while part of the Jedi Order, so even though she left the Jedi behind, she clearly took some elements of what she learned with her. We don't have any information on any further contact between the Jedi and the inhabitants of Yeshuvu, or Valaris Sar in particular, but clearly Luke was aware of her. This Force tradition is far from the only one present in the unknown regions or obscure reaches of the galaxy. Some were similarly based on small colonies, while others were considerably more powerful. I'd like to do a few more videos covering them if people are interested. Either way, that's going to do it for today. If you've enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like or subscribing for more. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.